Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into something fascinating, uncovering the 10 core habits that financially successful people all seem to share. And our sources make it clear this isn't about, some lucky break. It's a real system.
Yeah, that's the key takeaway, I think.
Yeah.
It's not just a random list. These habits work together like a harmonized system, leading to, intentional living, strategic action, and really connect to that bigger picture of financial well-being.
A harmonized system. I like that. So look, whether you're just starting your journey or you feel like you've got a good handle on things, get ready for some potential aha moments here. Our aim is to unpack this knowledge quickly, but, properly. Let's dive in. Okay, first theme. Foundational control and intentional living. And the absolute bedrock seems to be living below your means.
Right.
Our sources show it's less about being frugal for its own sake and more about understanding opportunity cost, like choosing that reliable older car instead of the brand new one. It frees up money, serious money, for investing in things that actually grow wealth, not just depreciate.
Exactly. And that ties directly into the next habit.
Yeah.
They are meticulous about tracking their money.
Meticulous is the word.
Yeah, it's beyond just like a simple budget. They're watching their net worth, scrutinizing how their investments are doing, checking cash flow constantly. One source actually compared it to a CEO looking at the company books. They want to find the leaks, plug them, and optimize every dollar. Total financial visibility.
Makes sense. Which flows right into the next point, something that can really sabotage progress if you ignore it. They actively avoid bad debt.
Oh, absolutely critical.
We're talking high interest stuff, right?
Yeah.
Credit cards carrying balances, payday loans. That's a definite no-go zone for them.
Definitely. They get that some debt can be strategic.
Yeah.
Maybe a mortgage on an appreciating property.
Yeah.
Or an education loan that boosts earning power.
Right. Good debt versus bad debt.
But the rule that came through loud and clear from the research is never, ever borrow just for consumption that doesn't build future value.
Okay, so foundation set. Now the shift towards strategic growth and mindset.
Yes. This is where they move from defense to offense, really. And what underpins this, according to our sources, is having crystal clear long-term goals. They excel at prioritizing long-term goals.
So it's not vague, like get rich.
Not at all. It's specific. Early retirement by 55, maybe?
Yeah.
Launching that specific business, achieving a defined level of financial freedom. These clear targets guide basically every financial choice they make. It makes saying no to, impulse buys much, much easier.
And those goals naturally feed into the next habit. Investing consistently.
The engine of growth.
Totally. They set up automatic contributions, maybe into index funds, those broad market trackers, or perhaps into strategic real estate investments. It's often that dollar cost averaging approach, investing a fixed amount regularly, no matter if the market's up or down. It smooths out the bumps and helps them just, ignore the daily noise.
So, okay, they invest consistently, but what about when the markets go crazy? How do they handle that volatility?
Good question.
Well, they stay disciplined in all markets. This is huge. They don't panic sell when things dip. They don't get swept up in FOMO, buying that fear of missing out when something's hot.
They have a plan and stick to it.
Exactly. They stick to their written strategies. And what's really interesting is they often see those market dips as, believe it or not, buying opportunities. And connected to that discipline is their approach to risk. They take calculated risks.
Calculated being the key word, right? Not just gambling.
Precisely. Think more like a skilled chess player. They do the homework. Maybe it's launching a business or investing in individual stocks, but it's always done with preparation, diversification, and safety nets in place. It's often less risky than it looks from the outside.
Okay, so they build a foundation, they grow strategically, but it doesn't stop there. This brings us to continuous evolution and support. They are absolutely committed to keeping learning. Lifelong learners, really.
Never stop.
They read financial books, listen to podcasts like this one, maybe take courses. They study markets, tax laws, estate planning. Their knowledge actually compounds alongside their wealth. It's a real edge.
And to boost that learning and stay sharp, they very deliberately surround themselves with smart people.
The network effect.
Totally. It means building a trusted circle. Maybe it's a sharp CPA, finding tax breaks, a financial advisor helping them rebalance, or just successful peers who provide accountability. They share insights, point out blind spots. It's like a personal board of directors for their finances.
Love that analogy. And finally, the habit that kind of ties it all together and makes it sustainable.
Automation.
You got it. They automate good habits. Savings transfers, investment contributions, even extra debt payments, they set it up to happen automatically. Set and forget.
It just removes the friction, doesn't it?
Yeah. Exactly. It ensures progress keeps happening consistently, even when life gets busy or, motivation wanes. It builds a system that works for them. So, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you listening? These 10 habits aren't isolated tricks. They really do form this powerful, interconnected system.
Yeah.
But you don't need to tackle all 10 tomorrow. Our sources suggest just starting small. Pick one or two. Maybe start tracking your spending meticulously for a month. Or set up that first automated transfer to an investment account.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Considering how powerful automation can be for those foundational habits, the saving, the investing, how could automating those things free up your mental energy? Free it up so you can focus more on those other crucial habits, like the continuous learning and connecting with those smart people we talked about.
Something to really think about. Okay, that's our deep dive for today. Until next time, keep building those smart financial habits. Keep focused on your vision.